As desperation grows in Haiti, one Canadian organization hopes to play a small part in the rebuilding there. Matt Capobianco is with the disaster response agency GlobalMedic. His team is on the ground in one of the hardest hit areas and joins me on the line from Lake Kai, where our Evan Dyer was just reporting. Thanks for taking the time to speak to us. I appreciate it. Not sure if you were able to hear that report by Evan Dyer, but certainly he speaks of horrendous conditions as people wait for food and water. I gather you've been there since last Friday, 4 of you from Canada. How would you describe the conditions on the ground?
Yeah, I mean, the situation is quite dire everywhere. You go within a couple of minutes outside of Lake Kai. You've got homes that are ripped apart, bridges and roads that are washed away. Specifically to the areas that we're working in, about 67% of people do not have access to clean drinking water. And right now, that is the primary need, is getting people clean drinking water to ensure they stay healthy and to stave off waterborne diseases.
Matt, I know that has become your main priority. Can you tell me a little bit about the water purification kits that you will be handing out and installing?
Yeah, absolutely. Since last Friday, we've been installing water purification systems in the hardest hit areas in and around Lake Kai to restore access for people that have lost it. These systems are Canadian-built systems that will provide access for over 50,000 people and are providing that access right now. And it is absolutely key. We've got more systems on the way. Another 1,000 household units will be traveling in the next 2 days down to be distributed to the hardest hit areas as well.
We certainly know that you are in one of the toughest spots in terms of how hard it was hit, and access has been an issue in terms of some of the relief. How did you and your team manage to get there?
We'll use any possible means to get access. If we can't get a truck in there, we'll send a motorcycle in to get the aid. And if that's not possible, we're working with other partners to find all other means of assistance, whether that's by boat or by helicopter, to try and deliver that aid. But the reality is that there are a lot of areas that are just not accessible right now. And the international community and the folks on the ground and the different agencies responding in Lake Kai are working as hard as possible to open up those points to get people the aid that they truly need.
We just heard our reporter Evan telling us about a mistrust in some parts of Haiti when it comes to NGOs and relief. We heard of some relief supplies having to be locked away and secured, and we've heard of food trucks being attacked. So it does seem to be a real concern there. I wonder, is that something that you have encountered in any way?
We haven't encountered that. The way that GlobalMedic works as an agency is we partner up with local agencies in every country that we work in. So in Haiti, our partner is ADRA Haiti, and they work and they live in the communities that we're responding to and have a very good relationship with those communities. And we rely on those relationships to help facilitate and deliver the aid that is so desperately needed right now.
So with your assessment, you've been there for several days now. What would you say the biggest challenges are facing Lake Kai and the surrounding areas you've been able to get to?
I would say definitely access is a challenge that's slowing down some of the delivery and finding means to get the aid to people as quickly as possible, and ramping up to serve the needs of as many as we can. I mean, we're looking at about 1.4 million people that are in need of assistance from this storm. That's it's like the population of Manitoba. So it's an absolutely huge disaster in terms of the number of people that are in need, and getting the aid out as quickly as possible is the most important thing for us.
Final thought, you're having a very personal connection with these people in need who must be really quite terrified by the situation they're living in and the fears we're hearing about cholera. What are you hearing from these families living in these conditions?
Well, these families are in a dire circumstance, right? This is the worst time of their life. They've lost their homes. They've lost everything that they have. A lot of people may have had some crops that they relied on to make money, and they've lost those as a result of the storm, and they're in a desperate situation. For the most part, their spirits remain very high considering what they're facing right now, but they're asking for assistance and they're asking for help, and they're asking us just to get it to everyone, not only them, their friends, their neighbors, their communities, as quickly as possible, which is what we're focused on doing.
Matt, I appreciate your time. I know you and your team of Canadian, I believe there are 4 of you there, are very busy. Thank you for giving us a sense of what's going on the ground.
Thank you very much for having me on.
Matt Capobianco is Deputy Director of GlobalMedic, on the line from Les Cayes in Haiti.
You're watching CBC News Network.